Sherilyn and Bobby believed that there were spirits in their house, and it frightened them.
Kids have always been precious and sometimes very curious about things they shouldn't be. They can't help it, as it is their nature to ask questions about everything. However, certain things aren't meant for their knowledge. Heck, these things aren't meant for most adults' knowledge either. Welcome back to the Crime Lab channel. In today's video, we will look at the story of the little kid who died due to a drug deal gone wrong. To be honest, I am as confused as most of you are about why a little child is wandering around where a drug deal is happening. The questions going through my head range from was she lost or too inquisitive. I bet you have some questions of your own, and hopefully, we will be able to answer them in this video. This particular story begins with the Jamison family. The Jamison family, including the father Bobby, the mother Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison, were reported missing from their home in Eufaula, Oklahoma, United States. The family was reportedly considering the purchase of a 40-acre plot of land near Red Oak, about 30 miles from Eufaula, when they vanished. The case was considered strange, mainly because of the events that took place before the disappearance. Bobby was said to have been involved in a car accident in 2003, which left him with chronic back pain, while Sherilyn suffered from bipolar disorder and had been prescribed medication. However, since her condition was poorly controlled, she often experienced fits of severe depression. Regardless, they were both unemployed, but they had been receiving disability checks. The marriage was said to be in a bad state, and the family kept to themselves. One minister reported that Bobby and Sherilyn had approached him to ask how to deal with spirits in their home. This was because Madison had started talking to an imaginary friend named Emily, and Sherilyn believed Emily was actually an evil entity. It was also said the Jamison family were consulting satanic Bibles for information on how to rid their home of spirits. Bobby also asked the minister if there was a bullet they made that will kill them. Talking of a handful of spirits he said were living on the roof of the family's home, although he stated his wife wasn't bothered by these paranormal visitors. As if that wasn't strange enough, the couple had recently removed their daughter, Madison, from the school where she was attending kindergarten and was said to have intentions of suing the Eufaula, Oklahoma, school district for an unknown reason. Not long before their disappearance, Sherilyn forced family friend and handyman Kenneth Bellows, who had been residing in the Jamison home, to leave at gunpoint. In May 2009, Bobby had filed a lawsuit against his parents, Bobby Dean and Scarlett Jean Jamison. He claimed his father had enticed him to work for free at his Oklahoma gas station, promising to give him a half interest in the business sometime in the future. However, Bobby's suit was for $10,000, the amount he feels he was cheated of when the station was sold. Around this time, a protective order was issued against the elder Jamison. Still, investigators do not believe this suit, or the following restraining order, has played any role in the family's disappearance. On the day the couple and their 6-year-old daughter disappeared, the couple had driven into rural Latimer County to look at a 40-acre plot of land on Panola Mountain, but had specifically requested to do so without the assistance of the real estate agent. They were last seen by a man living in the southeastern Oklahoma mountains. They planned to live on that land in a storage container they had already owned on their current property in Eufaula. The initial investigation into the Jamison family's disappearance indicated that they had probably not disappeared independently. 8 days later, hunters discovered the family's truck abandoned and still locked in Latimer County, Oklahoma, a short distance south of Kinta. Inside the truck, investigators found Bobby's wallet and phone, Sherilyn's purse, jackets, a GPS, and $32,000 cash stashed below the driver's seat, and their malnourished yet very alive pet dog Macy.
Leaving their coats in the car, their phones, the GPS, the cameras. It just doesn't make any sense why they would just get up and walk up the mountain without anything.
Bobby's phone had a photo of Madison, which was believed to have been taken the day before their disappearance. Investigators also found an 11-page hate letter from Sherilyn to Bobby saying he didn't care about his daughter, amongst other things. She listed all the things she hated about Bobby, including that he was a loner and hermit, and she wrote that she wanted a divorce. The footage with the same timestamp as the day they left their house from the family's home surveillance system showed the couple making several silent trips between their vehicle and home as they systematically packed to leave. In the footage, the couple's movements were described as trance-like. The video also shows Sherilyn placing a brown briefcase in the vehicle. Former Sheriff Beauchamp remarked that he believed the briefcase could be an important clue. Indeed, both the briefcase and Sherilyn's handgun have never been recovered. The truck showed no evidence of any struggle. Former Sheriff Beauchamp stated, "I think they were forced to stop and got out of the truck to meet with someone they recognize. And I think they either left willingly or by force." He also mentioned that there didn't appear to be any sign that they were in trouble looking to start a life. Investigators followed the GPS coordinates, leading them to find footprints. One day later, on October 17, 2009, over 300 people, including authorities and volunteers, formed a large-scale ground and air search party. Unfortunately, the leads went cold, and the search party was called off. There were rumors about the couple's drug use, and some of those interviewed say the Jamisons were frequent users of meth. However, detectives say there is no evidence of Bobby or Sherilyn buying or selling drugs. Over 3 years later, the missing family was still a much-discussed topic. Some amateur detectives took to investigating the case in their spare time, while others, like Sherilyn's friend Nikki Shinold, have made it their life mission to uncover what happened to her friends. On November 16, 2013, hunters were scouting deer hunting locations in the deep woods when they stumbled upon the skeletal remains of 3 bodies, 2 adults and 1 child. The remains were discovered less than 3 miles from where the family had disappeared. Following the shocking discovery, the search by officials uncovered shoes, bits of clothing, adult teeth, adult arm, leg, and bone fragments. It was eventually confirmed that the bones were from the Jamison family. Dr. Joshua Lanter, the Oklahoman State Medical Examiner, reported that the cause of death was unknown. Lanter stated that there was no evidence of trauma. However, it couldn't be entirely ruled out due to the incomplete remains. Lanter was also unable to rule out disease. The final report states that the deaths occurred under suspicious circumstances. There have been various theories regarding the Jamison family's disappearance and death. One of the theories was that the Jamison family's death was a murder-suicide due to Sherilyn's hate letter. Another letter was found in their home where it was said that she had mentioned death. The sheriff stated that they were certainly a family obsessed with death. Sherilyn's mother, who lived with them for a little while, claimed that the couple were good parents. She refused to believe it was possible and said the two would never let anything happen to Madison unless something had happened to them. Sherilyn's mother, Connie Cotton, told the police that she believes a religious cult could be behind the killings. She said, "Just like I've said from the very beginning, I think somebody killed them. There's just no way that Bobby and Sherilyn would ever let anything happen to Madison unless something had been done to them." Connie claimed the family was on an Oklahoma cult hit list. Regardless, this is just another theory. Other theories sprung up, such as they had faked their own deaths, were in witness protection, or his father was behind it. As previously mentioned, Bobby was involved in a bitter lawsuit with his father, claiming that he had threatened the family and had struck him with his vehicle in November 2008. Bobby also alleged that his father was involved in meth and criminal activity. Police do not believe Bob Dean Jamison was involved in the family's disappearance. Another popular theory was that the Jamisons themselves were drug dealers. Investigators cited a large amount of cash in their truck and the apparent strange behavior exhibited by Bobby and Sherilyn shortly before they went missing. With so many theories about their death, it is pretty uncertain what really happened to the family. Thank you for watching this video. Hit us up in the comment section and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.